towards his main. I think Shuttle knows that if should that happen, he can really get some nice flanks and get in behind to do some economic damage, counter damage. So as long as he can stop Classic from getting to the top right, he can really own this game as it goes into the late game. And that's kind of the strategy right now that Shuttle is going for. Needs to be careful that he doesn't necessarily lose, say, his mineral only in the bottom left without doing counter damage. That is definitely something to look out for. That is a base that could be hit by Classic without maybe too strong of a push. I don't know if that would be the right way to say it, but you know what I mean. Arbiter coming in here looks like he's going to go for a recall here. And is it going to get emped? No, it doesn't actually get emped. Not quite yet. But Classic has pushed out quite a ways with his Terran mech army, but the back. Check out the back. You can see on the minimap the back side of it, the bottom side of it, is not really well defended. It is out in the open. It can really be flanked right now if Shuttle can establish it. And Shuttle taking a lot of his forces, running them right by to make his blob bigger. And when I think he really needs to establish a flank, I think a flank would really help him. He does have forces, gateways at the top left to reinforce this blob. I don't think he needed to necessarily do it the way he is, but that is a huge Zealot and Dragoon force. No Templar even bothered to mix, and just charging with Zealots, Dragoons, and Arbiters. And here we go. Mine's doing a decent amount of damage here, picking off a lot of Zealots, doing pretty significant damage. And this is exactly what Shuttle didn't want. Now Shuttle's got to attack into the blob, into the Terran force. And I don't think this is going to be pretty for Shuttle. I don't think he's got enough. I don't think that this is going to end well. He does get a stasis on all those tanks, but yeah, just not enough Zealots. You need a flank, Senor Shuttle. You need a flank, and that just was not well executed there by Shuttle at all. Not very well done. And Shuttle really is in huge trouble right now. That's 2 consecutive fights that I think he could have taken. I think he had the forces to take it, but just not the correct army positioning for Shuttle. And he ended up really paying for it. He's going to be able to stop the 6 o'clock base from Classic from advancing any further, but is that worth it? I mean, he's going to lose his natural, his main is going to be under siege, and his third base, that mineral only, is also going to be in trouble. So he's going to be able to reestablish at the top left, going to be able to get those bases up and running, but really, is that enough? It's a good question, and we'll see what happens here. It looks like the mineral only even is pretty mined out, so maybe this isn't as damaging as it otherwise would be, but still definitely hurtful. And here comes an Arbiter coming in for a big recall here on the mineral only, and once he's done with this, you can easily see that other Arbiter come in here and recall all of it back into his main, which would be very cool. It looks like this mineral only is going to get shut down, so that's 2 bases for Classic that have been shut down by Shuttle, which is very nice. But now we see some vultures coming in here to the top left to shut down that mineral only, and if a push comes at that mineral only, at that natural expansion to the top left, I'm not sure if Shuttle has the forces to really defend against it. These Dragoons at that mineral only of Classic are definitely in trouble right now. Don't see them getting out alive. They are getting shelled by tanks as well as vultures charging in there with mines. Looks like this nexus is going to go down to vultures, which is always a very depressing sight when vultures kill buildings. It doesn't matter what race you are. Anytime they kill a building, it's a sad day. But things are not really looking good here for Shuttle, and Classic has finally gotten into the top right, taking the mineral only, and it looks like he might have already put down a command center at the main of the top right as well. So Shuttle is really falling behind in this game, really only mining off of 2 bases, whereas Classic, I guess Classic's mining off of 1, 2 or 3 as well. But remember that Classic has the army out in the field. Classic's army on the field is much stronger than Shuttle's, and without some very nice stasis, it's hard to see how Shuttle could win an engagement. Another EMP coming in there, picking off that Arbiter. So that Arbiter's not going to have any stasis to go around. And those Dragoons are actually going to get caught there at that mineral only. They could really get trapped in there, and tanks could come in and shell them and kill them. But it looks like he's going to go for the main instead, going to go for the natural expansion. You're going to try and shut down mining. And now, nice EMP on that Arbiter, but now there's a little bit of an opportunity for Shuttle to come in here for a flank. He's got those Dragoons in the back that Classic, I don't know if he's forgotten about, but hasn't dealt with necessarily. If he can charge out of that ramp and come in with the Dragoons from the back, maybe he can break out. It's tough. There's a lot of tanks there. It's tough, but maybe. And here he comes in from both sides. Here come the Zealots from the front. Going to get in there. He needs some storm. If only he had some storm, that'd be awesome. And a nice stasis coming off, getting a lot of tanks. But it looks like there just isn't enough. Yeah, there just is not enough for Shuttle. Not enough units there. It doesn't look like. And it looks like the entire back Dragoons have all fallen. Another wave of Zealots coming here. Oh, wow. Actually, that's a lot of Zealots. Maybe there is enough. Jeez, that is more Zealots. No, it is not. Shuttle GG's. So, Eastro is going to take a 2-1 lead, and we're going to head on to the 4th match. We'll see if Cal or Really or someone awesome shows up. I will see you guys all in the next game. That was a pretty entertaining one.